since.
Hello viewers, we are on the MOGOLLON Rim in Arizona, and we're going to spend just 2 days here. Terry brought the dog. Anyways, we brought the bike. We're going to do some riding. We're going to show you the entire, a large portion of the rim that has fantastic views. Views like, you know, kind of out of a picture book. Really serene, really beautiful. It's a 2,000 foot drop to the bottom. Let me show you our campsite. So over here you can see this is our wash station. This is really just soaps, toothbrush, toothpaste. We're just gonna rinse and wash here, but you can see how thick the woods are. And then there's a big open area, which we didn't really want to choose this site, but we did anyways because it was close. So we have the 3-person tent. I believe it's I think it's 8 by 7 by 10, something like that. And then we have a screen room, and I'm not even sure why this thing does that. All right, so Terry, you're cooking, aren't you?
Well, yeah, I'm cutting up the vegetables.
We're gonna make some soup. We don't have to do all the onion, just some of it.
I'm adding the vegetables to the soup.
So we got a cooler, we got crackers, food, we got about 2 gallons of water. You can see there's a gallon right there. Brought our little dresser that we usually take with all our silverware, dishes and stuff. But this is a nice little screen room. It's like 8 by 9, it's pretty big. And we just put it in front of the tent. Take a look in there, the air mattress. And then the pillows, sleeping bag for the night. It's gonna get pretty chilly tonight.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so we got little table, which is great. We have some soup. This is boiling. Do you have a spoon? I think the serving spoon's in there, Terry. We also have a night light, emergency flashlights.
Serving spoon? Oh yeah, what's over
Yeah,
here?
she's got it. So are you excited about seeing the rim and all these high elevation trees? We're like almost 8,000 foot here.
Yeah, I am excited. I'm excited.
I'm excited to see some elk, listen to some bears tonight. I'm kidding, bears.
Yeah,
we brought the bear
like
spray.
that, so.
We did bring bear spray.
Yeah.
We also brought some drinks so we can enjoy the night. And seeing how there's a nice clear area, we can actually see the sky. Yeah, it's just, there's some sick people here. I mean, you got a pile of whatever that is, I don't know. And then I went back there to take a leak, and I saw another pile of something. I don't know what the heck it was. But we do have a toilet, Terry's toilet, I call it. It's right there. And she'll be using that. I'll be using the woods. And you know, we're gonna leave tomorrow afternoon, so we'll probably will go to one of these campgrounds that has a toilet and use that in the morning. Anyways, it's not bad. This is not a bad dispersed camping area, and there's like at least 50 sites here. So what do you think about this view?
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Yeah, the road is pretty washboarded, but it's asphalt for a lot of the miles.
Yeah.
But it's a nice vista, and there's a lot of camping along the rim. You just got to find a spot that's open. A lot of people take it up there. Doesn't take long before someone takes it. But it goes down. We're going to continue on to some couple of hiking trails, and we did pass one hiking trail. I forgot what it was called. MOGOLLON Rim. So we're still going to the battle that was up here on the rim, and there's a train tunnel supposedly. I don't think we're that far away, and we passed a few more campsites along the rim. We are in Coconino County now, right?
Yeah, Coconino.
We were in Navajo.
Coconino National Forest.
And there was a change in the road. You can definitely see the road was less maintained.
Yeah.
But this is the view. I mean, there's still some good views. You can see the fire ravaged the hillside over here. That probably happened, I don't know, what would you say, Terry, 20 years ago?
At least. Probably.
Somewhere in there. And the trees are hard to come back because possibly it's too dry. We've had some pretty dry times. But I mean, it's open. The sky is the limit here. You probably see tons of stars. Where we're camping is a lot thicker forest, a little higher in elevation. I can tell we dropped a couple hundred feet from almost 8,000.
Well, we were in the Apache Sitgraves forest, so
and
really thick.
We were hearing elk all this morning, like several herds. It was pretty cool.
Oh,
it's kind of neat.
They were bugling.
I just heard an elk.
I just heard one too.
Yeah, we just heard an elk come from behind us. So this side looks like the trees haven't been hit by the fire, at least some areas. And then down here you can see they're all stubby, a bunch of stubs. And then it's dry up here and dry along that ridge. It is a beautiful sight regardless. It's green. And you can see for miles and miles and miles. You can hear the wind, the birds, some flowers. Yeah, I heard. They're over here. We just heard elk.
Communicating.
There's two of them. We just heard them. Another campsite right here. Not bad. You got a good overlook of everything, really. This is really a good one. You got a little bit of shade. And those were red-tailed hawks we were looking at earlier. It's beautiful out here. There's another red-tailed. They love to ride the waves over the rim here. The road goes up over here. We're still riding the bike. It's doing good. We hit a couple of big ruts. The road's not that great in this area. There's the bike. You can see where the rain just came off in droves here. It just totally took out all this dirt. And I'll show you the road and see how it's rocky. It's not horrible, but I mean, people can drive on this with a car. You just have to be very careful when you drive on this particular part of it. All right, let's keep going. What do you think?
Yeah, let's keep going.
Keep driving.
Yeah, see what we can find.
There's a osprey or a hawk right there. You probably didn't see it on a camera. But this is the view. We're really close to Highway 87. We're about not even 10 miles from it. We're probably 4 miles to Keel Springs Campground. There's a fire out there. just love the way the rim just drops down. You can see there's a peninsula here, and it's just, you can hear a lot of wind, I'm sure. And look at those rocks and the birds. There's that hawk. This is beautiful terrain. So you taking pictures?
I'm taking a few shots. Yeah,
Of what?
Beautiful.
This is like a campsite over here, campgrounds. It's not a campground, it's a campsite along the rim. Look at all these flowers you can see. This actually is a very beautiful place to be. Oh, and there's more flowers. Wow, that's pretty steep, Terry. She's looking at the birds. Terry, you're right at the rim of the world.
Right at the edge.
So right over here is where people would probably put their vehicle, their tent. Over here, there's a fire pit, there's a big circle. And you can just see all the forests. Probably 25 years ago, they had a forest fire and a lot of new growth coming in. A lot of new growth. Here's some small acorn trees.
Wow.
What is that? It's like a century plant.
Hello.
Hey, did you see all these different colored flowers right in this area?
They're beautiful.
I'd say this is actually a very good spot to actually camp out. This is a perfect place. I mean, you got this whole thing, you got the birds. There's probably elk out here too.
Oh yeah, sure.
The mountains are beautiful. I mean, all I see is forest out there. I don't see, you know, like I'm saying, I don't see like a city. I don't see, like there's no highways. I don't see any highways out there. All I see is forest. Although way out there could be a city right there. And it's kind of hazy out here. It's a little bit hazy.
I want the attraction when I'm in the club. I want you to want me, cause I want your love, baby.
We're gonna take the railroad tunnel trail. We're heading down this, it's like a wash. It's real slippery in some spots. You can see it goes straight down. A lot of flowers. It's pretty cool. It's like 67 degrees out here. But it's a nice looking trail. I mean, it's beautiful scenery in the rim. So it's just a half mile to the tunnel. But this was a really tough climb. It's very steep, and it goes up along this creek bed. Again, it's very steep. When I'm standing at right here, I'm standing on top of all the millions and all the rocks that they took out of that cave. You can see here's the little spring that goes down, and this is all the rock they brought out of this cave. And this is the house that the workers probably lived in. You can see it's all made of the same stone. And this was a long time ago. Here's the room. You can see it's a pretty big room. And it was probably deeper. I can't imagine it being, this has been filled in with dirt and sediment. Then obviously it was a long time ago. These trees have grown over the cave, and you can see it only goes back 100 feet or more, and that's about it. It does, you can feel the cool air. You can see it's all carved rock. They must have, I don't think they blasted this at all. I think they just did chisel, hammer and chisel. And you come out here and you're standing, this used to be the hill, it goes straight down. So they filled this in. This was all steep going straight down. And now it's filled in until this point, and then it goes straight down. And obviously if the more they dug in a tunnel, the more they could lay down. And they stopped right here. But it's a great view. Good place to have lunch. So Terry, was this worth seeing?
Yes, it was worth seeing. Although,
But
word of warning, it is a hard hike.
it's straight up.
It's, first of all, it's straight down.
Oh yeah, that too.
Not straight down, but steep enough. And then you're going normal pretty much, up a little bit, but then you go straight up.
To this place.
About halfway up the mountain. You gotta go halfway up, up the mountain.
There's the
Then
tunnel.
you finally get here, and it's worth it, but be ready with water and maybe a snack.
Yes, you need that sugar. You need the sugar. But you can see the rim is right here. You can see
Yeah.
this is not even the top of it.
Yeah, and there's this little shack they built, which is kind of, hey, an old nail.
An old nail for the roof.
An old nail for the roof of this thing. So it's kind of cool.
I mean, it's a sheer cliff. I don't know why they want to build a railroad here.
I know.
It just doesn't make sense.
And all the land we're standing on used to be just midair. But everything inside, right, was pushed out.
Yeah, so these trees would never been here.
No.
All right, well, we're going to head back. We'll take a little sip of water, we'll have a snack, and then we're going to go.
Yeah, and we'll head on out.
All right. Here we're kind of out of breath already, but we're heading back to the car. You can see how steep this is. We're kind of in this little area of shade, little creek, and then the tunnel's back up there. But I mean, this is just sheer steep. You look up there and it's just, I mean, I got the camera straight. You can see it just goes up, and that's not even the top of it. This is almost half mile up, straight up. This is the cabin. It's not too far from the tunnel trail with the railroad, where they were going to build a tunnel down the rim, which is ridiculous, but this is it. There's some real pretty trees down here too. So it's General Springs. Built in 1918. And here's the loop. There's actually a trail. There's actually a loop trail here.
It talks about it.
And then you can see there's a meadow. And this is a pretty rustic, it's a real log cabin. These are trees that they had cut down here. These are the trees, Terry.
Yeah.
Somebody ripped this door open.
Oh, it's a pretty nice little cabin. Oh, I have to find it.
It looks like it was constructed pretty well. I can see a little bit in this this here, Terry. There's no outhouse here. It's not the greatest cabin, but it's at least it's someplace you can shelter. It's okay. That means their bathroom was out here somewhere. This is where they did their business. And there is a little wash that goes that way, runs across, probably runs from up there down. And then I imagine there's animals that come out here. And if you're living here and you can just, you know, get your game.
Wow. Pretty good sized cabin.
So you like this? Is this better than the cabin you own?
Well, it looks more like
Shut your mouth. All right.
It's more like a cabin.
But there is a big parking area, so you can actually drive your car down here. You don't have to have four-wheel drive. It's a big, it's only like not even a half mile down the road. And then there's a big circle right here, a big valley. It's actually a good place to have a cabin, believe it or not. It's actually a good place. You got water, you got
Do you like like the area.
openings, you know.
Yeah, the nice field.
Yeah, the openings right here, this
Bunch of
field
trees.
for your game. So I just pulled off, just off the road, just not far from the other campground. And you can see how thick the forest is here. A lot of blue spruces, there's Douglas fir, there's probably a couple of types of blue spruces. And this is just one area that people would camp, and it looks like you can't go any further right there. But the highway's right here, or the road, Forest Road 300. You can see it's busy. I wouldn't camp it here because it's so close, but I mean, it is a neat little concealed place. Let's say you had a van or you know, your car camping, you can just pull right in here. And not a bad morning. Last night, a lot of stars, a lot of bright stars coming down on us. We did a little night hike down the road. The other campground spot over there was pretty spooky. We had to come back here real quick. So we're having our breakfast. We have oatmeal with walnuts and, you know, brown sugar, of course, on the stove. There's our bed. Not too bad. It was pretty warm last night. Maybe 56 this morning, I think. But the room worked out good. It's really neat having a room inside where you can just sit down and eat and enjoy yourself. So this campground 9532, I believe.
9374.
I'll set it up there. It's not a bad place. It's like a loop. So you get off the main 300 road and you can start over there. I would go to the furthest point first because there's the midsection, there's a really rough area.
Yes.
Motorhome will not go through that, or a long trailer will not go through that. So you cannot, you either start at one end or you go to the other end. You cannot drive through the middle unless you have a regular car or, you know, without a trailer. But it's a nice place. A lot of elk, squirrels.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
We heard some squirrel fights this morning.
But a lot of elk bugling.
Over there, here.
I've never heard so much. For me, it was amazing.
And the rim's not far. We could walk just, it's just right the clearing right there. It's not very far, but it's not a super deep cliff. It's like sloped a little bit. But the rim is right here. You can actually go out there and see the view. We were looking at the stars last night here.
Oh, it was really nice. You can see them really well out here.
It's cool. It's a beautiful day. Didn't like what the previous people did here. They chopped the tree over here, a live tree. So I don't know why people do that.
They chopped a branch off and
a lot of beer bottle caps. So
I think
you know,
there was a diaper. Left and other things.
There's bags of poop down in this ravine here.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of negativity when you disperse camp at these dispersed areas.
And people don't clean up after themselves.
They don't clean up. They expect someone else to pick it up, or forest fire is going to clean it up, or some bizarre reason. Anyways, I had a good time here.
I had a great time.
I'm coming back. I'll come back some
Yeah, I
other
was
point.
going to suggest that. We need to do this again. And I like our setup.
Yeah, just not this site. It's too dirty. It was too dirty.
Yeah, but other sites can be dirty too. You just got to clean it up, I guess. That's all you can do.
There's plenty of them along here, along the rim. We saw tons of them.
Oh, yeah.
Pick out one of those sites. Hopefully it'll be clean. And then go ahead and camp out. But have a good time, be safe, and make sure you pick up your toiletry items after you leave your site. You know, don't disrespect the person that comes after you. So, see you next time. What are you gonna say?
I couldn't read your
Got
lips.
my eyes on
Thanks for
you.
watching.
Oh, thanks for
You
watching.
came in
All right.
the room, boy. Just come over here. I'm waiting for you. Shake it for you on the dance floor.